Here's a thought before you buy that brand new phone. It's 2023 and let's face it, technology has reached a point where build quality and product specification far exceed the needs of a general consumer. I mean, think about it. We have watches on our wrists that track data we don't even care about, monitors with faster refresh rates than our eyes can even see, and phones in our pockets with cameras that can create footage that's professional looking at just the click of a button. This is my S20. It's about 3 years old, which means by today's standards, I'm probably due an upgrade. But I'm good. After about 3 years, the phone is basically in perfect condition. We've got a light aluminium body wrapped in Gorilla Glass for reliable protection, probably quite similar to the device you're using to watch this video right now. For a while, the materials in phones have been very, very good at keeping our phones protected, and it's actually not that difficult to keep one from cracking or breaking. My point is that most of us don't buy new phones to replace old broken models, but just because we want access to some sort of new function or upgrade that comes with a flagship phone. But are we even fully utilizing these new upgrades? A better camera, battery, speaker, faster processing speeds, higher refresh rates. These are probably some of the reasons you're eyeing up that next phone upgrade. But I reckon for most people, your current phone is actually more than good enough. Here's my problem. A lot of these upgrades are just too much for the general consumer. I mean, most of us aren't professional photographers who need the highest quality coming out their mobile phones. A lot of us aren't competitive gamers who need optimal processing speeds to prevent lag, and a lot of us just aren't sound engineers who are regularly testing their sound quality through their mobile devices. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to want the best image quality to capture memories or to want higher refresh rates just because you enjoy a smooth user experience. I'm just saying that sometimes we convince ourselves that we just need a particular upgrade for whatever reason, but the reality is last month our phone was completely fine at taking those pictures, it was completely fine with playing music on the commute home, and do you know what? It's probably completely fine playing this video right now. There are definitely some legit reasons for wanting to upgrade our phones, battery being the most obvious one, as this does degrade over time. This phone's battery is pretty bad and it does need to be charged 1 to 2 times a day, but apart from that, everything else is completely fine. The camera's still able to take a very decent video, the screen 120Hz HD, so it still looks good, and it's able to run and play most games on the App Store completely fine, no problem. In fact, I'd argue that sometimes it's better to have an old phone. With these new phones, we tend to be so worried about them getting scratched on certain surfaces or getting scuffed in our pockets next to our keys. With an older phone, it's just a lot easier to not care, and there's something really freeing about that. I wanted to make this short video to highlight that we really don't always need the newest tech. Look, I'll be the first to admit that I love having the latest gear and I definitely pay way more than I should do, but that doesn't mean that you should. But sometimes what we already have is way more than good enough, and we shouldn't let the incredible marketing skills of these tech companies convince us otherwise. I'm going to be making tech videos to share information, and sometimes this will include the latest phones, devices, and whatever else I can get my hands on, but just know that I'm a big supporter in using outdated technology, and I believe that everyone should think a little bit more before spending a ton of cash chasing the next best thing. Cool. I think that's it for this video. Peace.